Right, hello, good morning from Terminal 4 at Heathrow Airport, where I'm still not going home, and that house plan is basically dead and buried. It's got to be, hasn't it, at this point? 'Cause I've been away for a month in Slovakia. I was then in London for a week covering Wimbledon. Anyone who has me on social media will have seen that. And now here I am, Terminal 4, waiting on an Etihad Airways flight, first to Abu Dhabi, then on to Sydney, where I'll be watching Wrexham play Melbourne Victory and Sydney FC across the next 10 days. So yeah, Wrexham down under. Bit of a shame that Rich isn't with me, but we're flying the flag, the Rob Ryan Red flag, over to Australia. What I'm going to do as well is answer some kind of questions on emails. We had a lot of emails this week actually about the season ticket row, and I've read a lot of them. I need to get back to them. I've got a good few hours now to kind of respond to some of them. But if I don't, press me again, because I was really sort of intrigued by a lot of the opinions. Clearly a very topical discussion outside of Australia, but also because I'm going to be doing lots of videos while I'm over in Australia. If there's anything you want me to discuss, I don't think there's going to be any new signings. Players fly out from London themselves this morning, and far aware it's just Ryan Hardy and Danny Ward on the plane, new faces. Let me know in the comments what you would like me to discuss or what you would like me to chat about, because we're going to have lots of free time around the games. They play on Friday in Melbourne and they play on Tuesday, a week on Tuesday in Sydney. So I'm in Melbourne. For anyone who's over there already, I'm wondering, I'm over in Melbourne from Thursday to Saturday, and the rest of the time in Sydney. So there's an Etihad Airways flight pulling in, double decker. I think I'm on that one. So yes, you'll see me on the plane before we fly out. So this is my first read of the trip, The Last Children of Tokyo Yoko Tawada. And let me see what else I've got in my bag in terms of my reads, because yeah, we're still waiting here. But what else have I got here? Bag of stuff. This Strange Pictures by Uketsu, Japanese mystery, which I was really keen to read. I still have this one, Into Thin Air, which I've been reading. And what else I got? Last one, I have Samuel Beckett, Malone Dies. So yeah, big reader. If anyone has any recommendations of things I should read, because I'm always buying books, let me know. Right, so I am on the plane, and I will hopefully clip my fingers and we will be in Sydney. And here I am in Sydney, just like that. I mean, just like that for you watching the video, because you wouldn't have wanted to have watched like 25 hours, 2 flights, one to Abu Dhabi, one to Sydney, both filled with complete chaos, which I want to get into when I get back to the hotel. But yeah, Wrexham play against Melbourne Victory on Friday. I will be there for that, Marvel Stadium, and Sydney FC at the Allianz Stadium next Tuesday, and I will be there for that as well. So say hello if you are at either of those. I've had a few emails I've been trying to get back to and respond to, and we also had a donation en route as well, so thank you to the person who made that donation via our website. So yeah, I'm very much looking forward to it, very tired, but yeah, I want to get back to the hotel, and then I need to question some things that happen on that flight, and you tell me if they're normal or not normal. Right, into my hotel now. It's, what time is it? 7 p.m. I got given this free drink when I came in, so that's very nice. And I ended up just like collecting a load of like random Etihad wash bags and a map that I ripped within seconds. Ripped that. Yeah, that's been ripped. But I'm in the hotel. Mainly what I wanted to ask for people that were watching about airports. On the flight, guy next to me to my left, I was in the middle seat of a flight for the first 7 hours, whatever it was. Guy to the left of me takes off his socks, takes off his shoes. Feel like that's completely out of the question, but anyway, he did that. Other people just walking about the plane in their socks. Thought that was a bit random. And to the couple in front of me on the second flight who were actively encouraging their child to scream and like make as much noise as possible. Please never fly again. But yeah, I'm in Sydney. The players have landed in Melbourne. Should say I just realised that Ben Tozer is out here as an ambassador of the club. So like kind of what Brian Flynn was doing over in the US previously, signing autographs, having pictures, etc. Wayne Jones, obviously Wayne from the Turf, he's coming out doing his sort of pop-up turf again. So that'd be very exciting. And who else is out there? Max Purvis, who most people probably don't know, but he's part of the academy setup and he is on the trip, which is really exciting for him. So we knew Harry Ashfield. I kind of mentioned recently on a podcast that Harry Ashfield, like there was no sort of like immediate appetite to get him out on loan. And so it proved he's out on this trip. It's not the F1 outside, but it's a British Grand Prix day that I missed. Harry Ashfield, yeah, he is out on the trip. Max Purvis out on the trip. Ollie Palmer is out on the trip. If there are any question marks over his future, he's going to be in Australia for the foreseeable. So, yeah, not the new faces we sort of thought that it might be going into the window, but here we are. Melbourne victory on Friday, Sydney FC on Tuesday, and then I'll be flying home, but the lads will be going to New Zealand to play Wellington Phoenix in what was it called? The Cake Tin? The Cake Tin, I think it was. Also, before I wrap it up, I did want to say, because I've been replying to a lot of emails about the season ticket sort of debate and row from the last podcast, and lots of people got in touch about that and gave, strong opinions on that, which is really interesting to read when I was in the airport. But what I wanted to clarify, I'll clarify on the podcast anyway, in case people don't see it on here, but when I was referring to community and looking after the community, I feel like the club need to do that. I was not referring to season ticket holders. I'm not a season ticket holder, so I was very much just referring to the fan base as a whole, and everyone is equally valuable in that fan base. So I wasn't just referring to season ticket holders because that would count me out anyway. But yeah, I don't know really what you've seen here apart from me travelling, moaning about airports and passengers on flights and whatever. But it's 7 p.m. in Sydney. If you're in Sydney or you're in Melbourne and you have any suggestions of things I should do to help pass the time while I'm out here between games, let me know in the comments. But yeah, I'll be doing sort of short daily videos to just keep myself occupied. So if you haven't already, please like and subscribe and share and comment, because I don't have an itinerary. I just have this ripped map that is somewhat useful to me for Sydney. But yeah, if anyone's more helpful than this map of things I should do, let me know. But yes, like, subscribe, and I will catch you on day 2.
A Wrexham AFC podcast with Nathan Salt and Rich Bay.